Hello everybody out there. This is Mike Langley with the Professional MBA programs as well as our Master of International Business at FIU's Chapman Graduate School of Business. I'm joined here by Jonathan Murray of Educational Testing Service.
Yes, my name is Jonathan Murray and I'm an Associate Director in Global Client Relations at ETS. And my primary role at ETS is to work directly with our TOEFL and GRE score users, but I also help support our test taker outreach and initiatives.
We decided to put together this video blog because, as Jonathan can attest to, we have a lot of students that want information about the TOEFL test. International is not just our middle name, but we also attract a lot of different students from international backgrounds. So we wanted to bring in an expert on the subject matter. FIU was recently honored by ETS. Could you talk to us a little bit about that recognition?
Absolutely, yes. Back in December 2013, ETS and CGS, which is the Council of Graduate Schools, co-presented the graduate school at FIU with the ETS CGS Award for Innovation and Success in Graduate Education. Now, this award recognizes proposals that present proposals focused on student success, as well as the completion of degrees at the master's and the doctoral levels. Now, the winning institution, which is obviously the graduate school at FIU, presented a very strong proposal in relation to the goals of the particular award, and will also be used as a model for other schools. Now, with winning this award, FIU was honored with a 2-year, $20,000 matching grant.
That's great news. It certainly supports our Worlds Ahead vision that we have here. So, our MBA application deadline is quickly approaching. So, when would you recommend that a student actually registers for the TOEFL, and how is the test actually administered?
The test is administered over the internet, so it's a computer-based or internet-based test delivered in computer labs around the world. That's about 99% of our testing, but we do have a paper-based version of the TOEFL test available in areas where we're not able to sustain internet connectivity, electricity. So we want to make sure that we have a test available for those people in those areas that may need to take the test. So we're ensuring access that way. So in terms of registering for the test, for the TOEFL test, we recommend registering about 3 to 4 months in advance. TOEFL seats can fill up quickly, so if students register early, this helps ensure that they're going to get the test location and the test date that is most convenient for them.
Okay. Well, of course, we have obviously a lot of students that have expressed an interest in our MBA program. So once a student has taken the TOEFL, how would they report their scores directly to FIU?
Sure. So if a student wants to report their scores to FIU, they would do so during the registration process. So they would enter the 4-digit institution code during that process, which is 5206. So they can do it then, but they can also do it up until 10 p.m. Local test center time prior to the test date, and that would be free of charge. If they decided to report their scores after the test administration, they can do so for a fee, and they would then again enter the FIU's institution code.
Some of our students have been out of a testing environment for some time now. They're preparing themselves to actually enroll into our program. So how do you recommend that a student actually prepares to take the TOEFL, and how much preparation time do you believe that they need to have?
Okay. Well, in terms of preparation, I definitely recommend that students just continually practice their English skills. So, communicate with your colleagues, with your friends in English and speaking, and, take notes, write things in English just to get it, practice writing, and always read. Obviously, read in English, read books, read different texts and things like that. And obviously, always listen, and test your skills that way too. So always continuously practice your English proficiency skills, and this will help students approach the essay with a little more confidence. But in terms of resources, we have a number of resources available on our website. And the first place I would direct them to is a resource overview video that we have that kind of outlines all of our different resources. But to call out a few in particular, I would recommend our 8-week test prep planner. And this is a guide that'll basically take a student from test date, back it out 8 weeks, and it'll tell them exactly what to do up until test date in preparation, in preparing. So that's a great resource. It's free. They can download it right on the website. Something else is something we have called Quick Prep, and this is a tool that students can download again for free off of our website. And it gives them a close look at each of the particular sections, so they'll have sample questions there. There's answer keys for the listening and reading portions, and during the speaking and writing portions, we provide tips and suggestions about how they should have responded to those particular questions. In addition to that, if a student wanted to purchase any materials off our website, we have the official guide to the TOEFL test, and this is an in-depth look at the test, each of the particular sections, and it gives them a number of practice tests as well.
Well, it certainly sounds like those are some great tools that our students can look at. So, of course, we're not able to cover all of the questions that we receive on a daily basis from our students. But if someone had an additional question that they were curious about, who would they actually look to contact if they wanted answers to that question?
Sure. Well, the best place to go would be our TOEFLGoAnywhere.org website. This is where students can find pretty much anything and everything that they would want to know about the TOEFL test. All of our prep is linked from here, all of the registration information is linked from here, so it's a great resource. But if a student wanted to interact directly with ETS, they can send an email to TOEFL@ets.org, or they can go to the TOEFL Go Anywhere website, plug in their particular location, and they can find a local service center in their particular area to reach out to.
Okay, well, thank you so much for all that information. It's some great insight, and hopefully our students also receive some good information on tips about taking the TOEFL and preparing for it. I want to thank you again for taking the time out to speak with us today, and we hope to receive your score soon.